Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and look what we're back to, one of my favorite archetypes of all time. I've made tons and tons and tons of videos of it. That's Machina. So what's bringing us back this time if it's not a new machine monster? It's some low-key support with combination attack. During a battle phase, you can use this effect on one monster that has attacked this turn and is equipped with the Union monster. Change the Union monster back to Change it back to a monster and face-up attack or defense position. Also, the monster that was equipped with the Union monster may attack again this turn. So really, the only viable Union monster that's seen anywhere near meta play is this boy Machina. And I love Machina, so it's a really easy no-brainer. And it's just really the most consistent use of a Union monster outside of Noble Knights. Noble Knights, I don't know if Gwennifer actually is even technically a Union monster, but yeah, Machina's the way to go. So we've really kind of just bulked up on our Union a little with Machina Peacekeeper. He's part of the archetype, guys, which is fantastic. When this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, so that's even when he's destroyed from the spell or trap zone, you can add one Union monster from your deck to your hand. Usually it's going to be this boy, or I think it can only be that boy. It could search himself, but yeah. Once per turn, you can target one machine-type monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. And like I said, that gives you a search of your gear frame. Gear frame will inevitably search Fortress. Then you put your gear frame onto your Fortress. Swing once, use your combination attack, that special summon to your gear frame. Now your Fortress can attack again, and you can attack again with your gear frame. So it's pretty cool. Really the best way to use this card. And you don't gotta give me an excuse to use Machina, because I love Machina. It was still clapping. This is pretty core at this point. 2 Pulse Mines, 3 Super Team Buddy Force Unite. That lets us use the level 8 Barrel Dragon, who can get a Fortress out all by himself, and then get super buddied out on any of our other machines. We're using Clear Form just to finish off Heavy Starter, and boys, I love Heavy Starter. I'm sure I've told you before. Heavy Starter is fantastic. This deck's a perfect example. You just have Fortress like every time. Works out really well. It makes it so even at 3, this combination attack, we're not even seeing it every duel. It's so crazy, guys. But it does make it a little faster. It really confuses your opponent. I just love this deck. Any deck that has to interact with you is going to get clapped. So it works out really well. The only thing that really gets by it are things that don't have to interact with you, like burn decks or decks that revolve around a lot of direct attacks. Stuff like that. But Machinas, guys, they're still so strong. I just loved going back to it. This deck still claps. Combination attack is fun. It's probably not the best. Maybe 1 or 2. Honestly, I could see that being totally legit. Having 1 in your deck would be really useful. But trying it out with 3, super fun stuff. Love Machinas. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, here's Seto Kaiba. Going second. See what our boys got first. No Sleever Matt. Showing him Heavy Starter. He's 21 cards with peak performance. So let's show him a combination attack. We have all the cards we need for it. He's Valkyrie, so he brings out Dreetil. That special summons Seagrum with that peak performance. Then that special summons Saichi, who excavates 2 cards from our deck. We don't really mind. We're gonna normal summon our gear frame, so that's a Mega Form. Throw away a Mega Form, bring out a Fortress. Now check this out, guys. All thanks to combination attack, we're about to wipe this whole field. So we swing for the Sigrun, that's 1. Combination attack, special summons our gear frame. We swing at that 2k, swing at that 1800, completely wiped his field. 1 card on the field, 2 cards in his hand. Brings out that same girl to excavate us again. Tries to enemy controller our Fortress. But I'm gonna blow my Pulse Mines. Because I have an old bread and butter play that I've done with Machina for forever. We can actually normal summon our Desperado. That triggers Mega Form when our Fortress is sent to the grave. We're gonna banish him, bring out the Mega Form, and show them a much better field Not that we needed it with that easy lethal after wiping all those monsters. Great job with combination attack, guys. Alright, here's Yamiyugi. We're going first. It's using a Neo Smash. It's actually pretty cool. If only it didn't have that big old Duel Links emblem right there, but what are you gonna do? We're gonna bring out a Fortress, that's what we're gonna do. We set our Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Another Dark Magician. This deck actually doesn't do too bad against Dark Magician, believe it or not. It's because our Fortress is just so easy to get out. So here we're gonna normal summon our Gear Frame, search another Fortress. Gear Frame jumps onto our Fortress, swing into a Magician's Robe. He throws away a Navigation to summon a Dark Magician. Now we do have a live Super Team Buddy Force Unite, but we're saving it for our boy Desperado. So we get to see our new Dark Magician come out. Dark Magical Circle. He aims for our Super Team Buddy Force, so that's kind of silly. Super convenient for us because we lose virtually nothing to do that. When I was prepared to lose our boy, because we could have chained combination attack and then summoned our Gear Frame. Then Gear Frame could special summon Barrel Dragon with Super Team Buddy Force. But we don't have to do that because we could just do our old Gear Frame. Now look, we had our Super Team Buddy Force ready for the full attack because our boy obviously targeted our Super Team Buddy Force Unite. So we used the combination attack. That brings out the Gear Frame. That lets this boy attack twice. He thankfully gives us an attack position Dark Magician, which means we can Kamikaze into him and destroy the illusions, the combo I do constantly. That was all thanks to combination attack. So now we're going to normal summon another Gear Frame, search our Mega Form, throw a Gear Frame onto our Desperado, bring out our Fortress from the Mega Form, swing over that boy, swing once, swing twice for nice, easy, lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Yamiyugi. Going first. Boy's using a KC Cup Grand Tournament mat, using a burst sleeve, 23 cards. We have our Peacekeeper, we have our Desperado Barrel Dragon, and two ways to get him out with our Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Fighting a Dark Magician, he starts with his Rod, even in 23 cards, only 2 copies of it. Starts with his Rod, gets his Navigation and his Circle, does not set his Navigation, so obviously it didn't go too perfect for him. Now we get to bring out our Barrel Dragon, destroy the Rod that was threatening our little Peacekeeper, and move on with the duel. So we normal summon our Gear Frame, still have that Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Peacekeeper hops onto, I believe, our Desperado. Then we bring out our Fortress, swing with the Desperado, swing with the Fortress, but he's got a Kiteroid in a Dark Magician deck. That's probably why you bricked, my friends, and didn't start with your 3-card combo. So 23 card Destiny Draw. There's a lot wrong there, but we won't get into that right now. So Gear Frame's gonna hop onto our Fortress. He's gonna do another Navigation. Worst he's gonna do is banish our Desperado, but that will trigger our Peacekeeper's effect for a search. Gets super greedy, uses his Magician's Rod, which will trigger his Dark Illusion. And I'm gonna show you a bread and butter play that I've done with Machina Fortress forever, pretty much forever. He really curb stomps Dark Magician, bring out our Gear Frame, search another Fortress. That's another Fortress out. Check that out, guys. Swing, destroy ourselves. That lets us destroy the Dark Illusion. Then we hit him. Had an extra swing just in case. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing Crow. Going first. We're both trying to rank up. I believe that's German. I don't know if that was German, but it looked German. So, we'll normal summon our Gear Frame. Might not have been German. I think it was like Belgium or something. I don't really know. So we bring out Fortress with a Mega Form. We're fighting Black Wings, guys. This deck claps Black Wings, so they don't even know. He tries to target my Fortress with his Gale. That lets us throw away his Dust, because he had 2 Krakens as his other card, so it's no point in really getting rid of one. Here he goes for his Raikiri. Brings out a Kraken. It's the level reduction version. You guys have been talking about this. He lowers his Raikiri to level 3. That's going to give him another Synchro. He returns his Kraken back to his hand with his Zephyros. We're at 1 instance of Raikiri destruction. He aims for our Pulse Mines. Unfortunate target for him. He gets hit by the Pulse Mines. But he's like, let me try that again. I'll bring out a Hawk Joe. Hawk Joe's able to bring Raikiri back from the graveyard. But they're both hit by Pulse Mines. So he could no TKS this turn if he wanted. Pulse Mine hits them all. Destroys our Gear Frame. Probably the better move. But we have another Gear Frame for him. That's another Fortress. But the Fortress will have to wait for a Super Team Buddy Force at most. Switch our boy to defense. Put him with a Gear Frame. We're pretty safe again. He hits our Gear Frame and our Super Team Buddy, which was the correct decision. But that lets us bring out a clear form. At 2600, we match all the strength of his monsters, and we get our Super Team Buddy Force right back out. He chooses not to Kamikaze into us. We bring out another Fortress with the top deck of a Peacekeeper. Destroy the Kraken. Destroy one of our own Fortresses. Aim for the Joe. Super Team Buddy Force our Mega Form. That's another Fortress. Destroy himself. Destroyed that Raikiri. Hit him for 2500, so Raikiri's gone. There's no bringing Raikiri back. There's no nothing. He top decks a Samoon. Look at how close this boy was, guys. Look at how close this boy was. He's probably steaming mad. He brings out a Squall. The only real monster he has left at 7 is Chidori. Now he's 50 life points away from OTKing us, guys. 50. And as you know, when you use Samoon, you gotta pay the price. We get to destroy his own Chidori. That brings out Raikiri. Raikiri's 2600 with our Mega Form. And then he takes 1000 in his own end phase to end his own duel. This deck always claps Black Wings, guys. It's great, great stuff. Alright, here's the Taya Gardner. Going first. She's using Taya Sleeve and Taya Mat. Holy Guard. We're the heavy starter. We have a combination attack. By no means to use it just yet. We just do the basic play of Fortress, throwing away Desperado, and send a Super Team Buddy Force, which means that Desperado can come right out. We destroy a Sub-Terror Nemesis Warrior. Bring out our Desperado. Him for 2800. He's down to 1200 life points. With just one back row set. Here he's gonna summon a Moai Interceptor Cannon. Then that special summons Stalagmo. Not the scariest monster. Then he special summons Stygo Kraken. Also not very scary, but he uses Clash, which will give him some searches. He used this Spell or Trap card. Not a big deal, but I'll get to it in a moment. So Clash will give him that trap right back when he take damage. I use my Fortress to attack this boy so I could get him face up, and I could try to hit him with my Desperado. But we get 3 tails, guys. Are you kidding? So we don't get to destroy him. Sets another monster, flips his boy face down, ends the turn. So we're going to try again. Get another Desperado in our hand. Swing that boy face up. His effect lets him discard 1, draw 2. Then we get that Stygo Kraken face up. Why did we do that? Because we had another live Super Team Buddy Force Unite. That's another Desperado. Now we get to aim at 2 of those boys. He uses Burrowing. It's no big deal. We go for 2. Hit the 2. Now we're good to go. He's got to rebuild his field. While ours is standing strong, uses his Moai Cannon. That's a Umastrix. Umastrix face down now. So it's just more of the same. We're going to flip him face up. Except this time he's going to World Legacy Clash. One of our Barrel Dragons. Still going to take 800 for it, down to 400. Bring his Umatrix back. World Legacy clashes again in his main phase. Pretty weird play. Then sets a monster. We flip this Desperado to defense, but he's still going to be useful. Now he banishes Burrowing from the graveyard. When he just did that, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Sub-Terror monster you control, change it to face down defense position. So that would protect his Umastrix from us. So we have to chain our second Desperado after the trap card. I destroy that Desperado. Is actually kind of a mistake because I was going to be forced to destroy one of my own monsters by the second Desperado resolving, and I got to destroy my own Fortress. But we have so many cards. Look at that. We rolled 3 heads in a row after rolling 3 tails. Like, what the heck is going on? He uses Sentry Golem to return us. But we have 7 cards in our hand. We go Gear Frame Fortress. Fortress from the graveyard with the Mega Form. Then we throw a Gear Frame on that Fortress. Bring out another Fortress. He shows us the final battle to show you bricked. And then scoops. Great stuff, guys. So, combination attack's pretty cool. It's definitely low-key support for this archetype. Maybe you don't need 3. Maybe just run 1. But, Peacekeeper plays. Peacekeeper's honestly pretty good, especially when you're making use of Union monsters for double attack. And his search just works, whether he's a spell or trap or a monster or however you do it. And he works with Super Team Buddy Force Unite. Obviously, works with Pulse Mines, obviously. The only way the deck could be better is if Machinas were dark instead of earth. But other than that, guys, I love this deck. Combination attack is actually pretty cool. It's not something I'd say you need 3 of in all your Machina decks, but definitely run in 1. This is sadly the only archetype I think that could really use it. There's maybe some Buster Blade or Union monsters we could work with, but this one's the best. This one's definitely going to be the most competitive, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and thanks for watching.